Anybody hear the question in the back of the room too? Regaining our reputation is going to be hard work. We've lost at the point that Portugal could win the seat on the Security Council instead of Canada. That said a lot about how our reputation had dropped in the world. One of the people I'm privileged to know is Paul Heinbecker, who used to be our ambassador to the United Nations. He's a very important Canadian diplomat over many years. And one of the things he said to a Green Party conference on foreign policy was that our reputation in the world was relating to two things. One was how close we were to the United States, and secondly, how much we were able to chart our own course independent of what the U.S. wanted. Increasingly, the world community looks at Stephen Harper, and they have no interest in knowing our opinion on anything, because they can guess it. Whatever Israel wants, particularly whatever Netanyahu wants, Harper will want. Whatever the oil industry wants, Harper will want. And we've become much less credible in the world. To rebuild that, we need a different, you talk what prime minister would be better. Well, almost anybody, really. I'm serious, because Stephen Harper is an anomaly in Canadian political life, in that his disrespect for the United Nations is quite uncommon. Brian Mulroney, who was the last, well, he was progressive conservative, not the same party. Brian Mulroney did a lot of very impressive work and respected the United Nations. Brian Mulroney did a lot of work against apartheid to get Nelson Mandela out of jail. Our reputation in the world when Brian Mulroney was Prime Minister, I mean, a lot of Canadians were ready to see the end of him. I'm not defending his whole reputation, but how we were seen in the world was at the Rio Earth Summit, when Brian Mulroney was our Prime Minister. We were stellar. We did good work, and we followed through on what we said we were going to do. And Stephen Harper has, I can tell you because I go to international meetings, it's a shock to go to international meetings where when people realize you're from Canada, they're not just willing to tell you what they think of Canada. I mean, it's changed now. They actually yell at me because they think, okay, you're a Canadian, just get the hell out, we don't need you here. It doesn't matter that I say, oh, I'm leader of the Green Party, I'm really sorry. No, we don't want to hear you saying you're sorry anymore. You people. So there's a real level of anger, and that's going to take work to rebuild a global reputation after this period under Stephen.